Good day everyone, I am Rafael Sison and I'm going to report about the sentence description. A sentence description. A sentence is the largest unit of any language. In English, it begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, or a question mark, or an exclamation mark. The sentence is generally defined as a word or a group of words that expresses a thorough idea by giving a statement or order, or asking a question, or exclaiming. So here are some examples. He is a good boy. Is he a good boy? What a nice weather. So the first example was stated as a question. The second example was stated as an exclaiming, and the third example was also stated as an exclaiming. Cambridge Advanced Learners Dictionary and Thesaurus Cambridge University Press states that the sentence is a group of words usually containing a verb that expresses a thought in the form of a statement, question, instruction, or exclamation and starts with a capital letter when written. In other words, a complete English sentence must have three characteristics. First, characteristics shall be: first, in written form, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period, a note of interrogation, or a note of exclamation. Second, it must express a complete thought, not fragmented. Third, it must contain at least one subject, hidden or visible, and one verb comprising an independent clause. An independent clause contains an independent subject and verb and expresses a complete thought. Here are the structurally types of sentence. First is the simple sentence. Second is the compound sentence. Third is the complex sentence. And lastly is the compound complex sentence. Let's discuss first the simple sentence. A simple sentence must have a single clause, a single verb, which is independent, and it cannot take another clause. For example, I always wanted to become a writer. Joe waited for the train. Mary and Samantha took the bus. I looked for Mary and Samantha at the bus station. Mary and Samantha arrived at the bus station early but waited until noon for the bus. So here in the simple sentence, each example was one clause and one verb. The compound sentence. A compound sentence must have more than one independent clause with no dependent clauses. Some specific conjunctions, punctuation, or both are used to join these clauses. Examples: I always wanted to become a writer and she wanted to become a doctor. She did not cheat on the test, for it was the wrong thing to do. I really need to go to work, but I am too sick to drive. I am counting my calories, yet I really want dessert. He ran out of money, so he had to stop playing poker. So here in the compound sentence, the example was conducted as two independent clause and two verbs. The complex sentence. A complex sentence also has more than one clause, of one of one them must be an independent clause and the other must be a dependent clause or a clauses. There are almost some connectors for the clauses of a complex sentence to be connected. Here are some examples. I know that you always wanted to be a writer. Because my coffee was too cold, I heated it in a microwave. Although he was wealthy, he was still unhappy. She returned the computer after she noticed it was damaged. Whenever prices goes up, customers but buy less products. So here in the complex sentence, all the examples are compacted as a dependent clause is followed by a connector and an independent clause. The last, the compound complex sentence. A compound complex sentence or complex compound sentence is a mixture of the features of compound and complex sentences in one sentence. So it must contain at least two independent clauses and at least one independent clause. Here are some examples. I know that you always wanted to become a writer, but I always wanted to become a doctor. Kate doesn't look like cartoons because they are loud, so she doesn't watch them. The dog started barking so that the cat ran away, and I couldn't keep up, so I stopped. Here is a compound complex sentence. One independent clause is followed by a complex connector and two independent clauses with a compound conjunction between them. So finally, here this is the part 2 of main report. The functionally sentences are of mainly four types. First is the declarative sentence. Second is the imperative sentence. Third is the interrogative sentence. And lastly is the exclamatory sentence. Declarative sentence. An assertive sentence. Declarative sentence simply expresses an opinion, feeling, or makes a statement or describe things. In other words, it declares something. Here are some examples. I want to become a good cricketer. I am very happy today. I want to be a good physician someday. The imperative sentence. We use an imperative sentence to make a request or give a command. Imperative sentences usually end with a period, but under certain circumstances, it can end with a note of exclamation. So here are some examples. Please sit down. I need you to sit down now. Be nice to your friends. Please be quiet. And last, choose Amon, not Simus. The interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence asks a question. As a question. Interrogative sentences must end with a note of interrogation. Examples. When are you going to submit your assignment? Do you know him? And last, are you afraid of the dark? The exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence expresses overflow of emotions. These emotions can be of happiness, wonder, sorrow, anger, and etc. Here are some examples. What a day it was. I cannot believe he would do that. That was an awesome adventure. So here's the last part of my report. The importance of sentence, whether it is structured or and functional. There will be a multiple ways to write a sentence while maintaining the rules of grammar, but younger students require a set of structure for the simple sentence they learn, and also they develop fluency and variety in their own writing style. They also discover the decisions writers make in revising for style and effect. So that's all.